Hello, hello, hello. Ultra Beast, Ved, you're first. Good job, Ved. Sent by Andrew's on. Now, Philip, you were second, buddy. Hey, Sarah. What's up, guys? It was Ved, then Philip, then Sarah. Hey, Allison. What's up, Roman? Sent by Megan. How's everybody doing? You guys have a good weekend? Coffee. Coffee. You guys smell that coffee? Who's Dan O'Daniel? Who's Dan O'Daniel? Hey, Nikki. What's going on? The Zoltak crew is in the house, huh? Let's get those numbers up. I got 5 on Facebook and 6 on YouTube. We need at least 20 people watching. Come on. Let's go. Get those numbers up. Get them up. Get them up. What's up, Dan? You're Roman's cousin. Cool. Hey, Julia. Let's see. Give another minute for these numbers to get up, and I'll check in and say hi to everybody. You guys like the shirt? What do you guys think of the shirt? Is the shirt backwards when you guys are looking at it? Or is that just the way it displays for me? Hopefully it's not backwards. That would really stink. Well, anyway, guys, want to say hello. Hope everybody had a good weekend. I try to take a little bit of a break from the live chats and everything on the weekends to decompress a little bit. Been super slammed between shooting the instructional videos and coming up with new platforms to get you guys content and also navigating the stimulus package, which has been crazy. So in the weekends, I try to unplug a little bit. So instead of working 14 hours a day this weekend, I worked probably about 6 to 8 hours a day this weekend. So unplugging from the live chats and stuff helped me out a little bit. I hope everybody had a chance to get outside. Last weekend, it was crummy out. It was really crummy out. So it was kind of hard to have a good weekend. You were locked in the house. You really felt confined. This weekend, we got out and did some things. We got to play a lot of lacrosse outside in the backyard. I got the motorcycle out. I was so thrilled with that. I took Bailey for a nice ride yesterday. That made me really, like when I get on a motorcycle, everything else in the world just kind of slips away and it allows me to just relax and decompress. So we had a fun time. We did a ride and we basically buzzed a bunch of his buddies' houses. We rode by, waved to them through the windows or from the front yard, and they rode on to the next buddy. That was a lot of fun. Got him to see some friends that way. So we played lacrosse. We rode bicycles. We took a motorcycle ride. We took a nice long walk down at the parkway with the dogs. Got them some exercise. It was a really good time. I hope you guys had the opportunity to enjoy some of the fresh air this weekend. It looks like another beautiful day outside today. Make sure you guys get that fresh air, and when you can, after your schoolwork's done, before you do your martial art training, get some fresh air. Get some fresh air. What else I want to talk to you guys about today? I want to tell you, I've sent a bunch of emails out about the online private lessons and everything, but I want to make sure everybody understands what that is. We are super excited. The team and I really put a lot of work into trying to figure out how we're going to bring this to you. The bulk of your training is to still be done through the online classes that we're posting on our YouTube channel. That gives you regular class format, training time, ability to pause the video, rewind, and watch the instruction. So that is still available. And that's where I want the bulk of your training to go. But then in addition to that, we're now using a program called Acuity that you can sign up and schedule online, live, private lessons. Now, these private lessons, guys, listen, very important. They are not regular classes. We don't want you signing up for regular classes with them. Black belts, you probably don't need them unless you're really stuck on a black belt technique. Those candidates that just passed the test, you don't need them. You already passed the test, and we're not showing you anything new yet. This is for a student who's having trouble comprehending or grasping something that's on our online videos or really stuck on a technique. Then you can sign up for what's a 10-minute private lesson consult. Most of my private lesson consults, I'm going to be sitting in this chair watching you. It's not like the classroom where we're out there teaching you. You're going to show us what you're doing, and we're going to try to get you guys all straightened out and help you out with whatever you're struggling with. But the bulk of your training, will be done here, okay, right here. Now, we also have the online testing. The online testing, when you go to that Acuity link that we sent you guys, you're signing up for a test or you're signing up for a private lesson. The testing, we're going to let you know. We're going to double check your eligibility. But reminder, if you're a white, yellow, orange, or green belt, you need to have a minimum of 30 classes training and a minimum of 3 months at your belt. And then you have to be thorough with your knowledge of your curriculum. For blue on above, you need 45 minimum 45 classes at your belt, minimum of 4 months at your belt. If you have all that and you know your curriculum thoroughly, you can then go ahead and sign up for a test. We're only testing this week. The tests this week are for the students that were supposed to graduate in March. So the ones that are supposed to graduate at the end of April, after this week, the testing is going to be shut back down for a little while, and you're only going to be able to register for the private lessons. Right? So we want to make sure that you guys aren't confused in those topics. And again, if you're going to test, and even if you're doing a private lesson, it's really helpful if you have somebody to go through the process with so we can help you guys. If you have a training partner there so that we can talk you through a self-defense move or talk you through a grappling technique. So make sure you have somebody that's a willing participant. It could be mom and dad, it could be a brother, sister, it could be a wife, husband, it could be anybody. As long as they're already in your small circle of social distancing that you're allowed to work with, all right? What else did I want to talk to you guys about? Don't forget, we're going live on Zoom at 12 o'clock. So I'm going to keep this really short. We're going to answer a lot more questions on Zoom. So I hope to see everybody zooming in. Do me a favor. Reach out. Sarah, get a hold of Snow Now. Philip Ved, get a hold of Colby. Somebody get a hold of Colby. We want to get everybody on Zoom today. Everybody in Zoom. I want to have 50 people logged into our Zoom chat today. So make sure you guys are reaching out to your classmates and tell them to get on Zoom today. Last thing, it just says about what you're doing right now, like the testing in the private lesson. Roman, all the details are there about the testing in the private lesson. I'm not sure what you're confused by. I just sent another email out this morning about it, so read through that. It's not going to have your number of classes, so I'm not going to be able to do that. You've got to keep track of that on your own, all right? You've got to know I have a graduation list I'm going to look at. And Sensei CJ is going to contact the people that should be testing. But right now, you should have an idea how many stripes you had when we left and how many classes you've done since then. So we should have a good idea. But we're still working out some of the bugs. Bear with us. One last thing. I'm pretty happy. Well, not pretty happy. I'm extremely happy. Got my health. My family's healthy. Thank God. Thank God we're all in his house and getting along, even though we're in each other's bubble all the time. So that's going very well. But I'm really, really excited about one thing. We ordered online for a pickup outside at Target the new Star Wars movie. Yes. Yes. So we were able to pick up the Star Wars movie outside, and we watched Star Wars last night, the newest Star Wars movie, and that was awesome. It's awesome. It made me forget about everything else for 2 hours last night. Great time. So anyway, if you guys haven't seen that, get on it. Everybody make sure you log into the Zoom chat. We're going to be starting at 12 o'clock. I want to see everybody on there. So any friends you know from Leading Edge that have not been on our Zoom chat yet, let's get them on there. Lastly, we are now accepting new enrollments for our online program. So if you have friends that are bored, that are looking for something fun to do right now, get them to contact me at Sensei Rob at leadingedgema.com, and we can get them enrolled online with our Hitting 20 in 2020 special. All right, guys, I'm going to get out of here because I'm going to be right back on here for Zoom, and then I got to run over to the school and teach some classes for you guys. So stay healthy, wash your hands, and we'll see you online in 20 minutes. Oos.